My name is Adam Morales, and this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to talk about on my page. But even if one person out there hears this and realizes they're not alone, then to me it's worth it. Because this isn't just about me, it's about what happens when boys are never taught how to feel and grow up into men who never learned how to heal properly. So as we all know, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and yet so many men are still suffering in silence, not because we don't feel, but because we were taught not to show it. It starts young, not the outlets. The pain, the confusion, the insecurity, the deep belief that we have to be strong, silent, and in control, even when we're hurting inside. And a lot of us, including myself, never learned how to properly talk about emotions. We learned how to hide them. We learned that crying made us weak, that needing comfort made us clingy, that admitting fear made us less of a man. So instead of feeling, we learned to cope in very unhealthy ways, and we found outlets. For myself, and for some of us, it started with alcohol, excessive alcohol, drug use, hard drug use, or pornography. It wasn't about pleasure, it was about relief from the loneliness, from the anger, from the guilt, from the fear of not being enough. And those outlets, they appear to work, but only for a moment. And then the shame hits, the secrecy builds, and we get stuck in the loop for years on end. Pain, escape, shame, repeat. And when we hide or lie about these behaviors, we're not protecting ourselves or others. We hurt those closest to us. We're avoiding the very thing we need to heal, which is truth, accountability, and connection. But the cycle can end one honest step at a time. It doesn't happen in a day, but it can start in a moment. For me, it started with finally being honest with myself first, then with the others around me. I got real about the things I was ashamed of, how I used porn when I felt rejected or insecure, how I used substances or drank excessively when I didn't want to feel, how I smiled in public while silently breaking inside, how I hid, lied, and didn't talk about it because I didn't know how, and felt too scared that if I did, I would be judged, labeled, and left. But healing didn't come from just stopping. It came from opening up, from vulnerability, from replacing. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start doing different things when the old pain shows up. For me, it's dancing to release emotion through movement. It's working out to build strength from the inside out. Therapy, weekly therapy to process what I was never taught to name. And community to feel seen without judgment. Breath work, journaling, tools that ground me when the storm hits. And for you, it might be something else. It could be boxing, running, hiking, creating, cooking, volunteering, meditating, or simply sitting with your feelings long enough to name them instead of escape them. And if you're watching this and silently battling something you think no one will understand, just know you're not the only one. I get it. You're not broken. You're human. But you are also responsible for your healing. Hiding and lying about your outlets won't save you. Honesty will. And no, it won't be easy. But it will be worth it for your future self, for the people you love, for the kind of man you want to be. So I say as a call to action, start today. Put down the bottle. Walk away from the hard drugs. Block those sites. Tell someone you trust. Let them know. Let everyone know. Replace the outlets with something that builds, not breaks. And remember, healing doesn't make you weak. Silence does. And if this message speaks to you, you don't have to wait for a rock bottom or that it's too late. You just have to decide that hiding is no longer an option. Because the sooner we stop running from our pain, the sooner we can finally become free. So just remember, you're not alone. Let's do this together.